The Roloff family has built more than just a television legacy. They've amassed a sprawling real estate empire, now valued at over $12 million. What began as a modest family-run pumpkin farm has grown into an extensive network of properties owned by various members of the Roloff clan, a testament to both their longevity on Little People, Big World, and the winding paths each family member has taken over the past 2 decades. When the series first aired on TLC, it introduced audiences to Matt and Amy Roloff, who were raising their 4 children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, on a picturesque 100-acre farm in Oregon. At the time, it was a tight-knit family unit under one roof. But time, ambition, and family tensions, most notably the infamous feud over the farm's future, have reshaped the Roloff family dynamic in dramatic ways. Matt had once envisioned keeping the property within the family, hoping to pass it down to his sons, Zach and Jeremy. However, when he proposed selling a portion of the farm to them, the price he set was far beyond what either could afford. That deal ultimately fell through, and both twins made the difficult decision to walk away from their childhood home and invest in their own futures elsewhere. This rift triggered what many fans call the farm feud, marking a deep emotional and relational divide between Matt and his sons. The property in question, 16 acres of land that included the iconic Big House and many of the pumpkin patch attractions, was initially listed by Matt in 2022 for a steep $4 million. When the listing didn't attract a buyer, he transitioned it into a short-term vacation rental. In August 2023, he tried again, this time lowering the price to $3.395 million. Still unable to find a buyer, Matt made a third attempt in 2025, reducing the asking price even further to $2.895 million. It appears he is now more motivated than ever to move on and focus on his retirement. In addition to the 16-acre parcel, there's also the land Amy once owned. Following her divorce from Matt, she sold her shares of the property back to him, a deal that was reportedly emotional and difficult for her, given the years of memories embedded in the soil. That portion of the farm is now estimated to be worth around $1.5 million, adding further weight to the family's total property holdings. While Matt continues to manage what's left of the original farm, each of the Roloff children has gone on to establish a home, and in some cases, multiple properties of their own. Zach and his wife Tori made headlines when they moved to Battleground, Washington in 2021 and purchased a $1 million property of their own. The move signaled their desire to build a life independent from the drama that had taken root on Roloff farms. Meanwhile, Jeremy and Audrey embarked on an ambitious journey. They bought a large fixer-upper just 5 minutes away from the farm for $2.5 million. Passionate about restoring old homes and documenting their lifestyle, the couple also expanded their real estate portfolio in 2021 by purchasing a $750,000 vacation cabin in Bend, Oregon, with plans to convert it into a rental property. And Molly Roloff, who has chosen to remain largely out of the spotlight, lives in Spokane, Washington, with her husband, Joel Silvius. Their home is valued at approximately $477,000. Though she no longer appears on the show, fans continue to admire Molly's grounded lifestyle and quiet success. As for Amy, after selling her portion of the farm, she purchased a home with her new husband, Chris Merrick. Their residence, worth $588,000, symbolizes a fresh start and a more peaceful chapter in her life. Despite the challenges of co-parenting post-divorce and navigating a new marriage, Amy has remained deeply involved in family traditions, especially the annual pumpkin season, where she still makes appearances at the farm. Then there's Jacob, the youngest sibling, has taken a markedly different path. Known for stepping away from the spotlight in his teens and later criticizing the show's editing and production practices, Jacob now lives back on the farm with his wife Isabel and their young son. Though they don't own a home of their own, they reside in a modest dwelling on the property and are actively involved in its upkeep and management. From living in an RV to tending the land with his father, Jacob has embraced a simpler, quieter lifestyle, one that seems to align with Matt's vision of passing the torch. Collectively, when you add up Matt's remaining land, Amy's home, and the properties owned by Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and their spouses, the Roloff family's real estate holdings reach an estimated $12.71 million. It's a staggering number for a family that began their TV journey with little more than a dream in a pumpkin patch.